Ladies and gentlemen,
Hello.
what you are about to hear is audio frequencies headed into your cerebellum that will produce serotonin and make you want to lift weights.
Happy weights.
Welcome to the Union Fitness Podcast. Hit the music. What's up?
What's up, man?
We're here. We're doing a podcast today. No Ham. He's on the road traveling to mysterious locations.
Yeah, who knows, with or without family.
With or without. Here's two things I can guarantee. He's in a van
Mm-hmm.
and he has a mountain bike.
Yep,
That's
Yeah.
about it.
that's about it. And he's probably playing Hatebreed and then like Joe Lewis, something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Trombone Shorty.
Yeah. Whatever.
That's
Good
just
for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Enjoy the weather. You motherfucker. Okay. So today is just me in the siege. Charles E. Jasper,
Rockin'.
as Todd would say. And we're going to go over a couple of things. We're going to talk about some upcoming events at Union Fitness that are really cool, and we hope you check out.
At and off site, more importantly too.
That's right, because some of them involve beer and whiskey, which is, you know, who doesn't like beer and whiskey?
Very enjoyable.
And then we're also going to review and just talk about, in general, how the Iron City Classic, right?
Open,
Open.
close
Huh.
enough.
How the Iron City Open went. And we're going to look at CJ's videos and how he did. 9 for 9, first place. Not
Yeah,
a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Average showing.
Yeah. Average showing for you.
Average showing.
Yeah. And maybe what's next in your programming and
Oh,
future.
We have a plan.
We do now.
Yeah, it's a different plan.
Ooh, okay. What do you want to start with first?
Let's go. We'll go. What happened? We'll go Iron
Cool.
City first, and
All
then
right.
we'll say the fun and exciting things. I think.
Great. So how overall do you think the event went?
Overall, I really think everyone had a good time. Doug and Candy from Great Lakes Powerlifting dominated it. I think they have a blast when they come out here. Looks like all the lifters had fun, which
Yeah.
is really cool. There was no hubbubs about calls or anything. Maybe there's some huffy lifters. Just power lifters are grumpy sometimes, and they actually cleaned up after themselves too. You didn't see a bunch of Sour Patch Kids lying around at the end.
How many smelling salts did you find on the ground after?
I'm sure there was about 12,000.
12,000.
I alone probably had 8 of them.
Okay, so this wasn't meant to turn into a powerlifting podcast, but maybe it is. Do you train with smelling salts, or do you save them for meet day?
Once in a blue moon, I'll crack them. Like the first, if you're going 12-week block, maybe the last 4 weeks, or if you're really dragging and need one, I try to save the tank, you know? Like I even try to save caffeine.
Oh, so you won't do caffeine when you work out?
I won't do pre-workout. I'll do like a coffee. If I need it, a shot in the dark. That's my go-to drink. And then the Aussie song kicks in. That's where you can pipe it in there. But meet day, I had a shot in the dark with an extra shot for the squats.
Oh, wow.
A small coffee for the bench. And then we did a little scoop of caffeine for the deadlifts. And that was too much caffeine for the day. Too much.
Yeah, that's always like when it comes to smelling salts and too much caffeine and stuff. Like, I always wonder about when you've gone too far and you've almost like derailed yourself because you didn't train with it. Your body's not used to it, and now you're pumping it full of this shit, whether it's ammonia or caffeine,
Yeah.
and how that can like I know for me, the first time I did smelling salts, like I couldn't even execute the lift I was trying to do after because my body was like,
Too much.
what the fuck did we just do? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care what we're supposed to be doing. Like, I need to reset.
You're coughing, eyes are crying. I mean, honestly, by the, your third or fourth smelling salt of the day, it's watered down. Like it hits, but it's not like, oh man, here we go.
I have a fun story for you about smelling salts.
We want to hear 'em. Was it in this room?
No, but that was a good one.
Yeah.
Where Curtis and Jared, the first podcast they did smelling salts, and Curtis cut his finger open and bled all over the chair.
The dude that has no good luck with any health things. Cut his finger on a smelling salt.
Yeah. Only time I've ever seen it my entire life.
Yeah.
So it's I don't remember the year. It's probably 2014, and the coach, strength and conditioning coach for USF football, his name was Coach O. Last name I can't remember. I think it was like O'Brien or something like that.
Standard issue.
Yeah, he was a dude though. Coach O was
Yeah.
the man, and like most strength and conditioning coaches, is the therapist, the dad, the everything, right? And more or less the mom actually when you
Right.
think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Coach O's the man. And so before the first game of the season, I'm in the locker room filming everybody getting ready, and everybody's like walking up to Coach O, and he's got this jug, and he shakes the jug, and then he opens the lid like
yeah.
real quick, and like bang, right? So everybody in the locker room is doing it, and as the camera guy, especially if you're going to be around a team, it's really important to do something dumb
So they like you more.
so that they like you more. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that they're like, okay, camera guy's
Camera
cool.
guy's good.
Yeah. And so Coach O is, and I'm like the whole team, I think it was around the linebackers, Augie Sanchez. Shout out to Augie Sanchez. He's a fucking man. But Augie Sanchez goes, "Let's go, camera guy." And I'm like, all right,
Here we go.
Here's my dumb thing. Coach O looks at me, and like Coach O knows, like looking at me, he's like, this guy has
He's not
no
gonna hit it.
idea what's
Yeah.
gonna happen, right? So Coach O shakes it up, and I like look at him, and I'm like, what's in there? He's like, it's too late.
Yeah. You've gone too far.
Yeah, and he peels back the lid, and like the room went white. The noise it went
Yeah.
through my ears, like running down my face, tears, snot, everything.
Probably had a few in there, some water in there to make it even stronger.
I don't know what the fuck was in there, but it was brutal. But that day the Bulls won, and I got the game ball from Coach.
As you should.
Yeah,
You were probably the reason they got
yeah.
hype and won.
Yeah, because the camera guy took a hit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but so yeah, smelling salts in general, I've always like,
Once in a blue moon, good. All the time,
yeah, and especially a meat day. How much does it,
yeah. I think
throw
if,
you off?
I think if you're in the right mindset, you'll be okay. You don't really need one. It's just like a nice little cherry on top to really get you kind of a nice smack on the tush.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever understand that as a
Yeah.
tool, but that's me.
It's okay. It's okay.
So how many lifters competed?
So I think the meet was capped at 45 and 45. The first day, it was all females and guys up to like 181.
Yeah, my
And-
friend James competed.
Dowdy do.
Yeah, I think he went 3 for 9, maybe 4 for 9. He hit all of his last ones. He kept getting called on stuff,
On
but
technicalities.
yeah,
I think they were pretty good. I think they were pretty lenient on depth calls this year.
I think they were
compared.
too. I think James would probably tell you it was high
Oh,
himself.
sure.
So,
Okay. Well, that's good.
yeah.
That's good. No, smooth. Like, but only 30 the first day. I think people dropped out, which it's a pretty penny to drop out. But it made the day go fast. Especially the females were flying by. Second day probably had about 40-ish lifters. Took a little longer.
Yeah, well, the big boys move slow.
Yeah, and the weight change is a lot different. Shout out to speak about the weight change. Pitt Powerlifting. 2 days in a row just screaming out weights changing. I don't
That's
think we had a
awesome.
mistake. I don't think there was no one messed up like spotting, so no one died. That's always a win.
It is a win. And spotting in a powerlifting meet is a art.
Nobody
form.
wants that job.
Nobody wants that job, especially on bench, because you always take it too fucking early, even though it's probably not too early and that kind of stuff, or taking it too late
Yep.
on squat, and then somebody goes down with it. I mean, it is an art form.
And they're changing weight like a pit crew out there. So,
Right.
a pit crew, didn't
Oh.
mean it, but it happened.
I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
yeah, because it was like harmless. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
But no, crushed it. They crushed it. I think Conroy helped. I'm not sure if he helped. He was the guy that actually I was cleaning up. This is a preview for the future. I was cleaning up, and they were giving the awards out, and I heard a rumbling and a round of applause, and then I see Conroy walking in while I was inside cleaning up, and he goes, "Hey, I have something for you." And actually, the man himself handed me the medal.
That's awesome.
So I was like, no one else I'd rather get it from than
No, yeah.
than
Than the
him.
dude,
Yeah.
Josh Spots.
Yeah, I think he's out there soaking his buns in Fort Lauderdale or something. Beach
He
now.
is. Well, he told me he was like, I'm drinking beer and getting sunburnt. And then the next thing I saw on Instagram, he was in a gym. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, at least, like, do the outside gym. Like,
Yeah.
do a pull-up or something.
Yeah. Well, it's a tough. Pull-ups are tough.
Yeah.
Pull-ups
Pull-ups are tough
Pull-ups are
when
tough.
you're well close to
When
300 pounds.
When you're a big boy.
Pull-ups get tough. Okay. And then, so how'd Sky do? Because Sky competed.
She crushed it. She actually crushed it. She first meet in wraps. She's actually done more meets than I have. She freaking started out marathon running, then she did bodybuilding, then she said I like food and beer too much, so then she did powerlifting. And this is the first meet she's done with me and like our training. She hit 308 on her squat, 140 on bench, and she's mad because she's hit more in the gym, but her tush came off. So
Right.
she's gonna give it a second. We're gonna give it hell next time, and then like 310 or something on deadlift, and she still has more in the tank. Like she loves a deadlift. She used to deadlift like a dog taking a poop, but now she's fixed it, and it's getting stronger. So
I'm stunned at that total.
yeah, and she's like in the 130 weight class.
That's insane.
Yeah, she's strong. She's strong like bull.
Strong like bull.
Strong like bull.
Sky strong like bull.
She that's what happens when you carry my dead weight around, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
So
And then do we want to get to your stuff?
yeah, we can show the
Sweet.
people. We can show the people. I think these are all my last attempts.
Yeah. I don't know. You sent them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What do you want to watch first? You want to go in
We can
traditional
go,
order?
We can go in traditional because maybe
Alright.
people don't know.
Alright.
You know?
So powerlifting meet traditionally goes squat, bench, deadlift. So here is the third attempt. So nice, strong unlock. I like your step backs.
Yeah.
They're
I was a little shaky.
calculated.
I've never had this weight on my back before. So a little shaky.
Little hitch going down.
And I think I was hesitant with my depth. Usually when you get heavier,
Yeah.
everything and it's not you shouldn't do this.
Right.
But once you get heavier, everything slows down.
Right. I'm gonna play this one more time here.
And for great success, you just want to keep everything consistent as possible.
What's going on?
She actually gave me the squat command before I was even set, but I think she knew it was heavy boy.
Well, it's really important though that you don't squat. Like you gotta. I think squat is the toughest to listen to commands on.
Oh, there's so many.
There's so many, and also
true.
like it's really difficult. I think like once that's on your back, like you're just like waiting for life to be done.
Yeah. I also didn't want to jump anything, so I definitely made sure I stuck. Like even after she said squat, I was like, I'm not ready yet. So
You did a really
Yeah.
nice job with your knees here. They look like they're gonna collapse at one point, and you said, "Fuck,
especially with
right
wraps,
there."
the
Nice
wraps really want
job.
to push you in. You gotta push out.
Yeah.
That's just something I'm learning. That was my first time in wraps, so not my first training in wraps. So you're supposed to like twist into the wraps, as they say.
Right.
So once I get some old heads, they'll teach me more, and we'll get it right. But I think it was like 573 weird kilo pounds.
Yeah.
Never had that on before. In training, I hit 55 for my top. So
I had 500 on my back once, and that was an insane day.
I mean, after a certain number, it's just like everything's heavy.
Yeah.
Like
I
yeah.
think anything over 400 is like, okay, what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I think they say like a strong dude. We'll say dude or human.
Yeah.
It's like 3, 4, 5.
Right.
3 bench, 4 squat, 5 dead. Like
Yeah.
oh, that's a strong
Yeah.
strong person.
Right.
You know, but
Right,
everything's
right.
relative.
Yeah. No. Definitely like when I did my only meet, I had 426 or something on my back and like was like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go." And like was able to handle that pretty well so that like when we were done with the meet and we were still fucking around and doing training and stuff, like my boy had a really bad day the one day and he wanted to go in and pull something crazy on the deadlift. I'm like, "I'm not fucking deadlifting with you, but I'll squat."
Well, squat.
And yeah, I got up to 500 that day and was just like, had it on my back. I don't even know if I hit it. And if I did, it was as high as a giraffe's, you know what.
Yeah, sure.
But
Neck.
yeah. Neck. Okay, let's go into your second clip. The bench.
The bench. Yo, these benches are nice. You can really dig into these ones
Yeah?
a lot more.
I like how wide they are just looking at this.
Yeah, your shoulders are definitely on these pups.
Yeah.
My problem before was my tush would always come up, but we solved it here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You got a big arc, eh?
I mean,
Big arch guy.
I think it shows off my belly more so than anything else.
Yeah, well,
Great
it also
angle.
draws a line to something else, but
Yeah.
good for you.
Great angle.
Wow.
Good job of not flaring those elbows. That's
Yeah.
a problem. I flare fast or my tush comes up too hard, but I had Curtis in my head, so
No, really good. And
Majestic handoff by Ham.
yeah. That's got to feel good, though, too, as far as like, okay, so you said your knees go in all the time. You were able to recognize that was going to happen to you. You knew what was going to happen. You were able to adjust mid-squat. Boom. Same thing with the bench where, like, you're fighting the flare. I can at least see on the right elbow.
The less
T-Rex
you have
is
to
like,
worry
I
about,
gotta get out of here.
Gotta get out. The less
Yeah.
you have to worry about, the better. Less on your checklist, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was toasted. I think I ate rice cakes and protein shakes for my mid-fueling.
Yeah.
But still, I think I had a little more in me, but tired boy.
Yeah.
Looks cool, though.
It does look cool. I was watching your right foot. Watch your right foot. Okay, so good, strong, steady setup here.
Let's see what goes on.
Could have been a bigger probably breath at the top. But watch this right foot. Watch it go to the outside. Just
we
a
go.
little bit. Just
I
a little
had
bit.
shaky legs on that one, but
Yeah. No.
that's okay.
And so what was your what'd your total end up being?
573 plus 330 plus 556 is like 14. I didn't get 15, which is sad, but that's okay. Next time. 1460.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, pumped. I didn't even think to go 9 for 9, but I think hitting your first squat and not getting called on depth is set the tone.
Ryan Selly always used to tell his lifters, just take a light open and fucking bury that first one.
Yeah, that's
and
a
then
good
they
rule.
won't think about it for
That's a
the
good
rest. And like, don't take super light, obviously, where it's like,
Yeah,
you know,
that was
whatever.
silly.
But yeah,
That was silly. I took a big jump. I took like a 50 or 65 pound jump from my opener to my second attempt. And the lady was like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure." Like I said it. I'm
Yeah.
ready for it. Like
Yeah.
don't make me doubt myself, woman. You know? So took it, smoked the second attempt. And then I said, well, we might as well send it. I'm in the meet.
yeah,
We might as well test it. And the bench, I stayed way more conservative because I was worried about my tush. And by the time, like I said, deadlift came around, I need to figure out how I can either fuel myself or just prepare so I'm not as gassed by the end.
little napski.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a nap I'd be groggy. But, I mean, it's amazing because then some dude at the end of the day pulled 815 like it was a 300-pound bar.
Isn't it awesome to see 800 pounds in someone's hand?
Yeah, and they picked it up like it was his opener.
It's the best.
Yeah, I think that guy won the meet.
Okay.
For like overall lifter, probably
Well,
because he had a smoking dead.
Yeah, if he had 800 pounds in his hand, he probably was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Can we talk about that? Because I think that's a good powerlifting thing to talk about. You told everybody your attempts. You picked your attempts.
Yeah.
Why?
Why did I pick myself, or why
Yeah.
did I pick the? Well, Hammer was up there with me, kind of consoling, because I have a bad job of like feeling it and knowing how it moved. Unless I like smoked it, then I'm like, oh, I'm cool. Because usually your second one, probably your first one, you've hit it, you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, probably close to a PR-ish, I would say, or slightly under. So it's weight you've handled. You just got to be like chess preparing for the next move, I guess.
Right.
So and then my third one, I was like, oh, I'm confident. I feel good. We might as well go for it all. So squat, I always feel confident about. So that's why I took a big jump from my first to second. And then just like a 15-pound jump for my last one.
How did you have them written out before the meet, or were you kind of going off vibe?
So you write your when you get weighed in the day before,
Your first attempts.
You write your first attempts in, and then you have like a plan. You say like, well, if my opener went awesome, let's take a bigger jump. If my opener didn't go so hot, maybe we'll take like a more conservative jump.
Yeah.
So everything felt cool.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll go bigger. Second attempt, same idea. If it goes sweet, take it. If it doesn't go sweet, just go a couple pounds or a couple kilos. You know.
So all of your seconds felt sweet, so you went big.
Yeah. I mean, I think on bench I hit like it was like 285, 315, and then 330. In the gym, I hit 335 a few times, but I knew the pause would probably be long. I didn't want to risk the biscuit on the tush, so I was
Right.
like, technically in the meet, that was a huge PR anyway.
Right.
And then deadlift, same thing. I've hit 55 in the gym. Technically 56 is a PR because of 1 more pound.
Right.
And as you get stronger like Curtis, you know a pound is a freaking big win.
A lot. So how do you feel about the people who don't want to know what they're picking up in the meet?
Oh, if you're not, if you're foreign, it's great because it's all in kilos. You know what I mean? Like they have a conversion chart, sure, but like once you look, like people look at the bar and like, oh, there's not 7 plates, there's not 6 plates on here. I'm good. I'm not lifting, whatever 6 plate. What would it be? 5 something? I
Yeah.
don't know, I'm bad with that, but it's great. I mean, if you don't want to know what you pick, all right, maybe you have your coach or a friend,
Right.
but you got to make sure. Even still, you be like, hey, you have to have some communication.
No,
'Cause
I
French
think
might sell you out higher.
I think the one thing I like is when and we used to do this all the time and this was more in the gym when we were maxing out for dumb reasons, was how do you feel? Good, tired. Those were the 2 answers you could give. And then based on that, you would walk out of the thing, they'd load the bar, you would get under it or whatever, and then do it. And like that's how I benched 2 plates for the first time. Was the like go out, come back, and what the guys did was they didn't put 245s
They
on
put,
there
like, yeah.
because they know I'm a fucking mental head
Sure.
case and like the whole 9 yards. But I think at a meet, there's definitely times where I see people like look at the paper, they look at that number, and they have this thing in their head that they can't hit that number no matter how well the meet is going.
Mm-hmm.
So I always like that idea of having your handler be able to read you. And now obviously you need a training partner or a coach or something to do that with. But I always think that that's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a number. Like you've hit it before, you've hit something close to it before, and now you're hyped up at the meet.
Right.
You might as well sell out. Just confidence thing. I think that's my biggest improvement from meet 1, 2 to my third meet is I'm just a lot more confident now. Unfortunately, I didn't get to train really with Hammer or Curtis or like the crew like I did before, which was a big help in just not nailing everything down. But they still gave me pointers and tips and critiqued and stuff like that. So I kind of had to just train by myself and really just stop being like scared.
Yeah, I think my favorite part of your deadlift video is right at the end when Hammer jumps up in front of the camera. And he's just as excited as you are.
Yeah, I was pumped. I've never gone. I've clearly never gone 9 for 9. I don't think I've had a 3 for 3 squat,
right,
bench or dead. So I've always missed something.
Yeah.
So we'll take it.
So what do we got coming up over here at the Union Fitness?
Oh, we have a few things coming up. We just had last Sunday at Threadbare down in Spring Garden, which if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Tasty pizzas, breakfast Sammy's if you go on Sunday. And we had a boot camp there.
There you go.
Great. It's a ticketed event, and we have a partnership with Wiggle Whiskey and Threadbare, co-owners of the same thing, and we're doing 3 at each site. The Threadbare, we'll post the dates up there. The Threadbare were tickets. You get a free glass of cider or whatever after you work out. You get a great 45 to hour workout with me and a special coach. 3 of them will be with Skyland. Fun fact. Special guest referee. And then a couple will be with our other clients. And then 9.99%, because for some reason that's like the limit of your ticket, will go to Pittsburgh Parks, where they help clean up and make Pittsburgh Parks BEA beautiful. And you should definitely do it. And if you don't want to even do the boot camp, you can just donate to this because it's cool. It's springtime. It's summertime. It's time to take care of our parks.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Parks Conservancy Group. Awesome people. They do amazing things. Some of their parks that you've probably are familiar with: Emerald Park or Emerald View Park, Frick Park, Highland Park, Riverview Park, and Shenley Park. All belong to the Pittsburgh Parks Conservancy Group. They do some really amazing things. And you've probably had your picture taken for the gram in one of these places. So you should probably throw them like $20 or something for that.
No doubt. And I mean, or just come to the boot camp and donate, because Threadbare, so we had one Sunday the 13th. We'll have another one Saturday the 17th in July. And our final one at Threadbare will be August 21st. Which is another Saturday at Threadbare.
Awesome.
And we're going to change it up every time, so it'll be fun. So if you came to the first one and you liked it, you can come to the second one, and you come to the third one. And then for Wiggle, that one will be at their shop in the Strip, right next to Coupe de Ville and like right between Cinderland and stuff like that.
Yep. It's a great
And
little area.
Same idea. Ticket, you'll sign up on their website, but we'll post it up and blast it all the time. The first one there is Sunday, the 27th of June. So coming up. And then you'll get a free special cocktail,
Cool.
a workout with me and my special guest referee.
Yep.
And then this donation will go to Coda for Daniel Strong. So he is the son of a good friend of a strength coach at Pitt. And they have raised almost $20,000. The goal is $50,000 for little Danny. And he's looking for a kidney transplant, and he's on the waiting list. So very important, very cool, especially because it's someone we know and we're really trying to help out. And if you don't want to do the boot camp, we'll put a link up for the GoFundMe or the Coda page, and you can donate there and feel good too. So we're just here to help people out at Union.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah.
So
let's talk a little bit about what training's coming up for you. What's the game plan for the Siege?
So game plan now, and this is something I actually wanted to do this year, but then Corona messed it all up. So we're going to do strongman competition now. It's time.
Love it.
I like a lot powerlifting, but there's more that I need. Like I need a little more. So maybe the untraditional events of strongman, kind of running around, kind of for time, picking up heavy things and moving them around or just throwing them around. That's me in a nutshell, if I could.
So first off, your look and vibe is so much more strongman, but I think even more than strongman, it's Scottish games.
Yeah. I don't know where there will be one around here, but I'm down to like flip telephone poles as far as I can.
Yeah, that's what
you
I
know?
think you should start doing, man.
Like wearing a kilt and shot putting
That's
some around
you.
my head.
That's you 100%.
I'll put Flogging Molly on and like we can rock some socks. I'd be down.
Get after it.
Yeah, I mean that could be next on the bucket list. After I get, I just want to check things off the list, see what I'm good at. If we take home gold, we take home gold. If not, we had a good time. And really, that was the goal of this last meet. I didn't really care if I won. Skyland cared more if she won because she's uber competitive. I just wanted to have a good time and lift some stuff.
So, when are we targeting to do a meet?
So the competition is actually a week after the Kabuki Open here.
Oh wow!
So here it's September 11th. We're having a Kabuki Open drug tested meet. I think proceeds will go to first responders, and then the weekend after is at Legends, I think it is, down there in Mills Mall. Does that sound right?
Sure.
Something like that, somewhere. And apparently there's going to be like 100 lifters or strong men and women down there. And I think you have to throw some sandbags. You got to do some carries, do some deadlifting things, maybe keg tosses. So I'm going to sneakily bring things over here to train. So if anyone wants in on that, I think I already got Ward to do it. I think Ward's going to jump in.
Oh, no.
He's going to dominate.
That'll be really interesting. That'll be good.
Yeah. And then I'll have a training buddy, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Hopefully Ward is not in my same weight class, and if he is, we're just going to give him hell. Or we might even do the old-fashioned lead pipe to the ankle.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just stunner him and then throw beers on him.
Drop him on that stack of dimes he calls a neck.
Yep. Mud stomp him.
All right, awesome. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
Let's see. I think the kids are going. We do have a few cool events coming to Union.
Well, let's talk about them.
We have a few events coming. Yoga and. So the first yoga and will be metal, yoga, and whiskey. So Haley's going to be running them. She loves metal. She loves whiskey. It'll be outside. It'll be fun. And I think that is coming up sooner than later.
27th?
I think you're right. Nope, 26th.
Oh,
Close. Very close. Saturday the 26th. Whiskey and metal will happen outside. So grab your tunes, grab your mat.
So that'll be you're hearing this? It's Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll see you fucking Saturday.
We'll see you, buds.
For whiskey and metal and yoga.
Yeah, I don't think it gets much better than that. My uneducated taste buds probably couldn't handle it, but I'm here for the yoga and metal for sure.
Do you think that when you do breathing for metal yoga, you do it to the double bass pedal?
Yeah, probably. Or like unless you're playing like Mongolian throat metal, Yeah. I bet you that's great. Like
that'd be good.
Monk meditation stuff.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, there's a reason. Yeah.
There's a reason.
And
this is a big one. This is actually kind of groundbreaking for the region. July 9th one of our members is one of the leaders of, it's called Out Athletics, and there's none in Western Pennsylvania. I think there's one in Philly, but really we're gonna have a Out comedy night. So the event will be a yoga or a boot camp, followed by a comedy night with local comedians. Two actually in-house. Two of our members are comedians, and they'll be doing it. And Out Athletics, I'll probably mess it up, but they're basically an organization that shows safe spaces or welcoming spaces to people in the LGBTQ plus community. And we're pumped. We're stoked to have it because, one, it doesn't make sense that there's none in Pittsburgh. But I mean, gyms are scary enough already. You shouldn't have to be worried about anything else. So we want to be the most welcoming gym in Pittsburgh, and apparently one of the most welcoming gyms in Pennsylvania. So we're very excited to get that going, and hopefully cool things come and people feel safe here.
Yeah. So stay tuned. When's that?
July 9th.
Okay, so we got a little bit of time for that.
We got some time.
We'll make sure we pump details
Yeah.
every week about that moving forward.
But that's a big one. We'll send it out as it gets closer. But I got to give you a little taste for the future.
Yeah,
So
very
keep on
exciting.
coming.
Yeah, lots of cool things coming to the UF soon. And thank you, CJ, for coming on and talking about all the things going on and what's coming up.
And I will add something sweeter to the punch because I want more people to come to these boot camps.
Okay, so what boot camps are we talking about exactly?
I'm going to talk about the most recent one coming up is the Wiggle.
Okay.
So the 27th.
Yep.
I'm going to sweeten the pot. If you come to the boot camp.
So that's Sunday. This Sunday, if you're hearing this.
If you come to this boot camp and you're not a member, we will give you a week free of unlimited classes.
Wow.
So if you sign up, we'll give you a week free. And who said that? Me, because I can do that. I am second in command. Maybe second B. Curtis is second A. I'm second B.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You have the power.
I have the power.
At the end of the day.
I have the microphone. I have the power.
I have the microphone. You will listen to what I have to say.
And if you're a member now and you don't have unlimited, well, we'll give that to you too. But I'll sweeten the pot even more.
Oh my God. Okay.
And we'll pick a date, and you and I, we won't personal train, but we will just train together. We will hoist weights together or do some conditioning together. So if you come to this next Wiggle one, we'll give you unlimited, a week for free, and you get to train with the Siege.
Do I get to pick what I'm training with the Siege?
Yeah, we can. Well, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
So can I make you run?
I mean, I'm running. I'm kind of running now. I'm
Okay,
kind of running now. I had to do a couple cleans for the first time because there was no racks
I
yesterday.
saw that on your Instagram. That was
A
cool.
little rusty, but you can't.
Got to get the Olympic going.
Still an athlete, not dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Okay.
dead yet.
Awesome. So if you come to a boot camp, you get a free week of classes, whether you're a member or not a member, and a training session one-on-one
Yep.
with the Siege.
Yeah, if you want it, we'll hoist together. It'll be very exciting.
Very cool. That has been the Union Fitness Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in and listening. We'll be back next week with Curtis and Jared. They'll be talking about all things training and who knows what. I will also have had a week down
Maybe your program.
of the programming that I'm going to go to right now. And I've been documenting that via video series. So that'll all be
Oh.
coming out too. So
When do we get to see some clippage?
2 weeks from now.
Have you done a before and after pick? A before pick yet?
We already did we did the whole consultation. I was in here in my underwear on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tape measures came out.
The tape measure came out. Yep.
Did you do the caliper skin folds?
No.
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 Okay.
No. But
Those are good still.
yeah, sure. But yeah, so that'll all be coming and we got boot camps and metal yoga, all sorts of fun stuff. So stay tuned.
Things are coming.
All right, CJ, thanks for coming in.
Thanks. Bye.